Hi there, signs of Virgo. This is Kim here to do your next 3-day messages from your spirit team, your spirit guides, your angels. I hope you all are doing well wherever you're watching from. Let me know in the comments if you feel like it, where you're watching from, how you're doing. I like to connect. Okay, so connecting with your spirit guides and your angels for these messages. Well, you're getting the same type of message Aquarius got. That's interesting. That's interesting. Something on the top is wanting to come out too. The one within the pocket, the same similar message. Okay, so you might resonate with feeling like you have been chosen for something here. Like you are the one. That's the message I'm getting for you, Virgo. Of course, this can always be too about finding the one, but with that combination, and just because here lately when that card comes out, I feel it is important to give confirmation to what you already may feel like with yourself of carrying a certain frequency. You are the light that dispels the darkness as it's exposed here. You are the chosen one. You are the one that has had to deal with a lot of maybe spiritual attacks. You are also the one that can see through the veil, so you can spot out deception very easily. Yeah, they're giving me a reminder of what it was like for me when I was in this like role that I really didn't fit in, but I put on this great persona mask to try. It wasn't like to try to it wasn't about being fake. It was just like I thought that I was supposed to do certain things. Like, okay, you go to college and then you do this, and then I remember they're actually showing me more so my interactions, which were actually pretty awkward with people, because there were a lot of people that when I listened to them talk, the energy that I was reading was completely different than what these people were saying. And that is something that is actually a gift. And it may be that you carry not only claircognizant, like clear knowing of things, but that you have clairsentient abilities. And so this message is kind of it's going out there. It's going out there because that's what they're reminding me of, is like all of these sensitivities that you've had, you have had them since before. Like there has been great awakenings with consciousness, but this is like something that you were able to do when you were young. This was something that you were able to see, right? And so it could have been hard for you, one, to even trust people because of this, like this ability to have wise discernment. Wise discernment is a gift from God, and the abilities come from this power that you're tapped into that allows you to do this. And it's not easy, and so you're here for a reason, a big reason. And I think it's because, and when this card comes out, it's because truth is being seen on all levels. Truth is being seen within ourselves, within the world, and dispelling that darkness is like part of what you do, simply by being aware of the truth that comes through to you. Okay, so this is like a big message for you. And like I feel like this is mainly just confirmation for you too. And what makes you different? Perhaps you've come from a different dimension. Maybe you've come from a different planet to this one, or a different universe totally. You know, you probably have I probably have a mixture of different types of star seeds, and people with different purposes here. So there is like a situation specific that you are going to be able to dissolve, or a problem that will get solved as it becomes one with everything, or as you become tap into this all that is dissolution card. This is a very emotional experience when something with your problems, your obstacles seem to like melt away. You could have experiences though throughout your life where you have known in ways that you have been very much so protected. Certain things that happen to other people, for some reason, if you were stuck in maybe the same situation, just seem to kind of water off the duck's back to you. So there's a message here about your very high level of protection. So they're wanting you to focus with this glass card, and they're also wanting you to know that you're being observed for sure. Observe heavily at this time something that you're doing, something about your focus, what you're focused on. I'm kind of getting like a Page of Swords energy here. So what are you focused on? Because that leads to a success. And this is that you're about to have a new experience with this. Okay, so you're about to have a new experience, and it may be about it might be about how your energy is actually influencing now more about okay, they're giving me an example of it being harder and harder for somebody to stand in your energy or in your aura and do the same things that they were able to do 20 years ago or in the past when you were younger, or when you're in a different stage in your life, when, you know what I mean, when you were able to spot out all of the lies, the fakeness in everyday business missions, meetings, when they get up in front of you. And not all are like that, but quite a few. And those people that are just saying what they think wants to be heard. It's getting harder for that to even happen around your energy. And so that is a way that they're showing you that not only have maybe your gifts and your abilities increased, but it's getting harder for people for you to have the same exact experiences as you used to in the past, because your energy is becoming the more dominant energy here. And that is when we're creating from love and truth. It doesn't mean perfection. So I like to put that out there. It doesn't mean perfection. It doesn't mean the society's norms are going to say, oh, that person's right in line. In fact, you're probably not in a single file line. If you're watching this, you probably never wanted to be in a single file line. There is something here, though, about in the past energy, it being very easily, because there was a off balance here of that manipulative, darker, manipulative energy, basically, deceptive, very deceptive. Yes, death and an ending to that, and in comes, and that might be why you're finding that your own energy it feels more powerful right now. It's because you have the support of all your brothers and sisters here that are part of this star family, soul tribe, getting more powerful because of the energy that they're using to create with, and that is love. Wasn't expecting that message to come through. So that is like a breath of fresh air just to know that. So now we're going to do something maybe a little bit lighter. We're going to go to the 3-day energies in specific. That's broad. That message is always a little bit more broad. So here's the individual energies for each day. Day 1 being the day that you're viewing this. Oh, the 5 of Pentacles is saying that worry on the card, that there is worry here. All right, worry, being needing more, or feeling like we're in lack somehow, whether it be with our finances or in a health situation. There's something here we're very worried about. Could be somebody else's health, because you do have somebody pointing to an X right here. So it could be somebody else's health that we're also very worried about. Don't worry, we will find out how to break through that energy too. Can also be alone. What deck was it? I had a deck where a person was representing the Five of Pentacles of them, but kind of like being in a corner and feeling alone. Whoa. So it can also be like that. Okay, the old energy, the old card. This card is about the energies that need to, that are going, they're dying out, they're leaving this earth, and they're causing a ruckus right now. They're causing a ruckus. Who uses that word? I guess I do now. I have never used that word, a ruckus. Weary, retired, exhaustion, bone tired, needs restoration. Overdue, old habits die hard, the good old days, family patterns back in time, stuck in the past. So you're going to have people that, you're going to have energies that are wanting to perpetuate fear and lack, and they will do a lot of real consequential things to make sure that vibration, that people stay in that certain vibration. But you're here to be a breaker of that chain. A cure to the fear virus. Wow. Two of Cups and Justice. Whew. There definitely feels like there's a significant partnership here, or one coming. It's to bring balance and truth and justice into the world, into your life. It's to restore harmony here. Okay, this could be a new experience also if you haven't had the best experiences with dating, with the people that you have been hooked up with in the past. Okay, so there is something here significant about another person also coming in. I have an upgrade coming. Now, for those of you that are trying to mend or restore something and you feel like that would be justice, then this card could be for you about fixing something or making something right. I think this is more on a global scale here of soul restoration. It says upgraded, to restore things, to make something right. It's like restoring truth and justice. It's part of this strategy, part of the divine master plan. With chess, strategy, checkmate, master plan. So there is some sort of plan for a soulmate to come into your life. Also, if you're not with your soulmate already, I'm going to say somebody to create with, to envision a different journey. One where it might involve you motivating others with the King of Wands. Being a leader in some position, because this is saying that whatever, it does say the journalist too. So again, with the like maybe watching and exposing might be part of this, but whoa, this is going to be successful, whatever this is. Somebody has made a very important decision about you, or your spirit team is bringing in some sort of offer here where it's like offer is accepted. It's something that you're going to want. This is also talking about your conviction, your conviction to here to do this. Here to do this. This is it. So you are the diamond. So pressure made you precious. And the diamond says creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, unconquerable force, multidimensional, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. This is really, I feel like whatever this is that you're to create from your vision, to expand on, it is very important that you do this, or that you focus on this. Oh yeah, it puts you in the Emperor energy, bossing up big time. Can be also an influential friend here too. Pulling up the bridge on those who, or the old ways of things. So I see the no card as like a pulling up the bridge. It says bridge closed on the card, and I see it as you kind of like not, I think it's even more metaphorical, because it's kind of tying into what I was saying about it's going to be harder for somebody to actually even deceive you from your energy, from the aura that you have. I feel like that card is saying that some people are just not even going to be able to be granted access to you. Those types of people, or those types of situations. Though they might try, because I have the fishhook card, which is about somebody being lured or lured into something. But there's two parts to the fishhook card. It's also saying that you're a great catch, luck, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance. And it's kind of tying into that abundance with the Page of Disc, news or information coming in about a good investment, or about a seed to plant that's going to be financially really good and beneficial for you. And it will put you in this leadership or boss position. Big time, strong energy, King of Wands and the Emperor. That's the person that makes these moves, that is strategic, that doesn't join a battle that they know that are going to lose. For one thing, they wouldn't even start it, or they wouldn't even comply, or something like that. It's your author. You are the author of your own authority here with that. Tell me about this justice and the truth. Seven of Pentacles. Okay. But it's the... Okay. Let me get another one with that Seven of Pentacles. Because we have somebody that feels like they are not happy with the things they have invested in. Or they're not happy with the return. Could be actually financially. And I see this being a situation that's kind of ending or going out of your life. Because it's in transition with the Ten of Swords. Like this, it's like you're thawing out, and you will have a rebirth or some sort of new part in your life. They're also saying that here is a person that they're showing on the card that looks like material items just don't do it for them anymore. You know, it's like there's some sort of seeing through the temporary feeling of happiness. It's great to have food. You know, food's good. It's great to have that, but I'm talking about like the needing, always the endless needing to have something different materially, and all these little things, these gimmicks, spend. You know, there's something here about that not giving us pleasure anymore, as you tap in more and more into your dominant energy, the main energy, the things that actually bring love. So here's a transition with that too. Tell me about this vision here with the King of Wands. Tell me about the vision, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. So it can have to do with who you decide to work with. Looks like there's going to be a beautiful opportunity, a pathway with the Ace of Pentacles that's coming in. It's coming in. You're in transit. You're about to receive this pentacle so that you can be on your way out of that Five of Swords energy, away from conflict, away from drama. Like, I think there's some opportunity that Spirit is saying they're trying to make sure or ensure that you're headed in the right direction where you feel peace and calm. And to you, with the way that Six of Swords is coming out, I feel like it has been a period of almost like waiting, knowing that this ship is coming in to take you somewhere, right? But having to wait on this, even when at times maybe your intuition was saying, well, I should leave right now, but there being like some sort of financial issue or a reason of why we've had to stay somewhere. So this is gonna be where intuition lines up. Everything's gonna line up with your vision, your creativity, and the finances. Okay, tell me about Page of Disc and the Emperor. Seven of Wands, Temperance, Ace of Swords, Truth, divine timing coming in here, Patience, divine timing, Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands here in this position, and with this card, the imagery is saying that you've had to stand up for yourself. You've had to assert yourself. But there is there's a situation here where you've been too stressed, and now it's going to be time to release the stress. Something that you won't advocate or stand up for. Okay, Five of Cups, almost like in the reverse though. Or we are releasing our attachment to the past people. Maybe it's like deciding I'm not going to move forward with a relationship that had been in the past, something that's coming to an end because there's some sort of upgrade in your life. With the Fool here also, it's like all areas of your life are getting upgraded. So new experience, a new beginning. And I also have Three of Wands twice too. So beautiful. Let's see what the Kipper deck has to say about this new voyage or this new journey. Three of Wands. Out of poverty, out of worry. A message coming in, a message. That might be that Page of Disc. False person, and I think it was like maybe in reverse, because I feel, well, okay, now definitely can mean that somebody's like revealed who they are to you. But if you look in this card, okay, if you look at the card, it looks like somebody has a mask on that's been admiring or watching someone. So I also feel like you have some sort of secret admirer here too. Maybe this is somebody that's connected like to a big financial opportunity for you, or some sort of partnership. And I like, you don't see this because maybe they're using fake accounts or not in a creepy way. There's something here about that. Bringing in change. And it probably, that message probably goes both ways. You probably also have realized over however many years that the people that you have dated or associated with weren't necessarily, like, you could have wise discernment with them. Maybe there was something about them that they weren't tapping into, and it didn't feel like, it felt like it was off of alignment, or they weren't being truthful or honest to you. So they could have revealed their true colors. You would have seen them though from your gifts, from your abilities. Somebody is the one though. I feel like somebody is the one here for you also. Perhaps it's this person watching from the sidelines, watching from the shadow. So you have great fortune. That's beautiful. That's going to relieve some worries. And then, okay, if there's a court situation, I feel like it goes out good, because here's a big decision that's been made in your favor here. So offer accepted, and the big decision, adjudication, a big decision, an official, an official decision. And somebody's thoughts are about you. And here we go with the universe wanting to give you that big gift. All right. So that is what I'm getting for you, Virgo. That's what I have. Angel number for them, 20. You relate to others on almost a cosmic level, dedicated to building harmonious relationships of all kinds. Oh, I have 333. I am harmonious. Number 55, master number 55, substantial changes in your future. Embrace the change and need to overcome your insecurities. Let go of your fears. I'm evolving. 13 says you are confident. It's also the number of the death card, change and transformation. But yeah, you're a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. I am confident. 333, I am powerful. You're being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truth and be a positive light to others. I am powerful. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Sending you love and light. Bye.